Welcome back to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. It is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you well wherever you are. Now, yesterday President Ruto was in Nyahururu, and I didn't want to analyze it yesterday because with one or two reasons. I wanted to get more feedback, how he was welcome, received, and the speech which he said yesterday. But unfortunately, when he was in the church talking, there were a group of people chanting him outside and saying that Ruto must go, reject the finance bill. Then I asked myself, after watching that video, as I'm just displaying the photos, that is how these people were behaving. If this is our president speaking and it's being chanted, what about just a mayor, MP, or a governor? Because president is the one who controls the country. So I said that in a way, power is always being taken. Power is not permanent. The Ruto that we knew 2022 earlier is not the Ruto we are now knowing today. Why? Because people have now turned wild against him, and they are even demanding for his resignation. They are even forcing to amend the law to vote him out in the office. And that is the movement we are now seeing from the people. As if that is not enough, let's just read whatever took place yesterday in Nyahururu. Here we go. Now, several Kenya Kwanza members of parliament and leaders who accompanied President William Ruto to church function at Nyahururu Primary School in Nyahururu town on a Sunday fled the venue to avoid confrontation with protesters. The very much interesting I wanted. The leaders sneaked out of the venue to avoid confrontation with the youth camping outside the school. You get the point? And that is whatever I said. Furthermore, Kenya Kwanza MPs take off from angry protesters in Nyahururu. Ruto promises action. They all ran away because these people were going to them and demanding to see the president. But unfortunately, Ruto escaped together with his team. So it is very clear that these people are feeling the pinch. And as the youth are now getting annoyed because they don't want to listen to the youth, how many times will we come here in the platform and urge the current head of state to avoid these dramas in order to take action and listen to the people who voted for them? They are the people who can even overthrow you. They are the people who can even overturn you. And they are all human beings. If you can't listen to your people, then it is very clear that Samora Machel once said that if you see the West praise me, then it's very clear that I've betrayed you, my people. So these people are having a demand, and by the way, they have even formed their demand bill about the IMF loan, World Bank, the cash 50 which Ruto had interest on, the office of Musalia Mudavadi, the chief of this lady here, Nakumicha, is demanding Kenyans to register. So these are the reasons why these people are demonstrating that it is not time for President Ruto to take Kenyans for granted. They are saying that enough is enough. But you see, yesterday they were forced not even to have time, but to escape after the church function. And all these things are happening. We have not even reached in 2027. So, what about 2027? Those are the things we must consider. So, when it reaches 2027, these people are going to vote no to President Ruto. Any person who will stand for presidential race, he might even defeat Ruto unless Ruto bribe the IBC. As we have tumbocrats in IBC, and those are the factors which are now affecting our country, because they are just there reluctant, just taking money being given by the government. Some governments who don't want to toil and influence Kenyans, they just want to wapite na njia mlango ya nyuma. And this time around, in fact, I'm very much impressed. Let even the Gen Z proposed this issue of the IBC taking bribe. Let them also not joke on this, and let them amend this. And this is whatever should take place. This is our country. We've been our forefathers struggle for independence for several years. And the leaders we are electing are the ones who are always taking us for granted. So this time, many people have decided to say enough is enough. And believe me, it is going to be worse as it was ever before. Because if Ruto will not chip in and listen to the people in the Republic, then he must prepare for the worst. Remember, the same MPs who voted yes, they have been warned, and they are not. I don't think if they are going to be given the second chance. How can you take people for granted? Those are things you must ask yourself. Because you are elected to deliver promises to the people. You are elected to understand the people. You are elected to fulfill their promises. You are elected to humble yourself, because there is no permanent leadership in this world. And I will keep on repeating without no fear of contradiction. Idi Amin Dada the late was a very worst dictator in this world. Where is he right now? So Kenya is not a country where you want to wake up very early in the morning and you compare, like for Ugandans people. I'm sorry to say that, but I saw them, even them, they are demonstrating and demanding for their right. Gaddafi, the late, struggled and wanted to rule Africa. What happened? You can conclude by your own. So many of them died a miserable death. So this our president was one pastor. I heard people were saying, and if you the photos which he took early centuries can say that. He was once pastor. He came from a poor background and he understands the life very well. So he must humble himself and listen to the youth. It is time for him now to avoid people like David Ndii, who gives him wrong advices, and listen to the people in this Republic of Kenya. So Kenya is not a country where you wake up very early in the morning and you come out with your rules and regulation. We are being governed under constitution, and they know that very well. That is why they were forcefully to escape yesterday in Nyahururu, because the youths were demanding to see the president, but unfortunately he only said that he's planning to meet with them. So he's feeling that pinch, he's feeling that heat, because the country seems to be divided. Those who are in the government, and believe me or not, that 95% are supporting the Gen Z. The international community also issued a threat, and I have said it just 2 hours ago. So it is very clear that you must understand these people. There is no time for you to escape, as you escaped yesterday. So the mouthy people like Imani Chungwa and Ini Nyoro, who always speak like Hornbill, it is your time to shut your mouth and correct your mistake you are doing. It is not all about chest thumping. And this young man from Molo, who were frontline, reading the finance bill without even considering there are some people in the country who suffers most. It is your time for you to learn this from a victory. People are watching you and we are watching you. This is your time. You cannot come out with your rules and implement on Kenyans. So you must take it for serious. We are the ones who are voting. The Gen Z who are demonstrating are the ones who are voting, and they are more energetic. They have large number of votes. They can wake up very early in the morning and vote. Na wale wazee wa 90 years bado wanalala. So if you mistake these people, then prepare for the worst. And that is why they are even making you to hide, to sneak, because you felt that pinch. I want to congratulate the people, youth in Nyahururu, for what they did. You must stand firm for your right and confront those MPs who are joking, misleading you. And this is why most of countries, constituencies, have never even done a great development because of these petty mistakes they are doing. Our MPs are reluctant, and I said it even in my area MP. Very reluctant, dwarf in development. Time will come, they will be removed because people are now waking up from their slumbers. You cannot be elected, you enjoy the mortgage, you enjoy the securities officers. These people are the ones who are paying taxes. So you must listen to them. They are the ones who are voting. Time will come, they will say enough is enough, from the president to the MCA. And it is now, it is tomorrow, it is yes, it was even said yesterday. And it will still carry on being said unless you change. That is whatever took place yesterday in Nyahururu. Ladies and gentlemen, drop your opinion at the comment section below. And if you feel this analysis or comment video of today have provoked you, it's well and fine. Drop your opinion at the comment section below. For those who support the government, with me I'll say, I always say I stand firm. I'll stand independent. I don't support any person, but to say the truth, and truth shall set us free. And Gen Z are now taking control in this country, believe me or not.